What do you know, guys? We started GM chat at the right time. We got the screen set up. Everything worked nice and smooth. It's only Thursday, and we got through all of this. So that's a W, guys. That's a solid W. I'll take it. I ain't mad about it. But let's see what we got going on today. Update with this. That backwards. Hold on one second. Okay, I was dying a little bit there, and we're back. Not dying as much now. But BTC Soul staking is live. That's the main thing today. I'm just doing a sound check real quick. We should be good to go. Just like to double check. All right, word. Well, that's nice. Good there. Keep the chat open. Solid. All right. And if you guys wanted to join into the conversation, more than welcome. I want to thank the 24 of you guys that got in here early. Do appreciate it. We got some updates to go over, some different things to talk about. Take a look at the charts, the market, and see what's going on before we get into some content, all of that fun stuff. But man, the markets are looking good. Things are looking pretty primed up, and I think everybody's just overall happy. Crypto week it's been pretty good. I mean, I'm not mad about crypto week at all. So I don't think there's much to complain about on that end. There are some people that see this as a bad thing because of the decentralization, I guess, is like being lost. It's being more centralized within institutional buying and stuff like that. And to some effect, I can agree with that. So I don't know. I want to have some dialogue and discussion. I'm not going to get into that too much, but it's something I see popping up a little bit more and more. But guys, let's see. If this is your first time here, welcome. This is GM chat. So GM if you GM, and share this out, get some more people into the conversation, or at least the live stream. Be more than happy to have them in here. But this is presented by SMS Live. If you guys wanted to launch a your own show or something like that, needed some help, let me know. I'd be more than willing to help out, put together a stream, help you organize it, and kind of do the intros and the clips and all that kind of stuff. I got a new clip actually uploaded for you guys today, talking about, or it's on point with what we're talking about this morning. But I'm SMS here to kick it off with Solana Made Simple. We'll give you the latest in Solana, Bitcoin, and crypto and Web3 overall. But as always, guys, I always start these off with a quote of the day. I like just to get the mindset in the same, in the same frame, and kind of just headed in the same direction. So let's see. For this one, it's to be who you want to be, you must first sacrifice who you are. So if you're trying to change and trying to level up, trying to get anywhere in life, you probably can't do it with who you are today. Like, you've got to change something. Like, and it could be something small, like, do you suck at making sacrifices for yourself? Like, is there, a vice or something like that always comes first? Well, that's probably the main thing you got to change. Like, is there something that you do in the morning? Like, if you smoke cigarettes, like, that's probably something you got to start to pay attention to. That subtle change will change other things. And if you look at it in a positive way, like, you can believe it, it's right there. Like, another thing is, like, even if you're just smoking weed, if you have to cut back on that, I know that's one thing for myself. Like, I didn't like to accept that, like, hey, maybe I could cut back on smoking weed, because I didn't see it as a problem, but I could see that, like, hey, if you change just one small thing, it could affect other things in a positive way. And, like, help magnify other things. And like all it did, like I'll be the first to admit that whole thing of like, can you smoke weed and be successful? Yeah, but I could tell you straight up, like when I don't smoke, there's a level of energy that is definitely higher than when I'm smoking weed. Bottom line, I mean, weed slows you down because it's supposed to. It does what it's supposed to do, and if it's not, then you got shit weed. So whatever. But you got to sacrifice something. So like who you are today, the person that got you here, that's great, awesome. Pat on the back. Do you want to stay where you're at? Do you want to stay this person? Then like you're gonna go down this route, right? And that's not a bad route, but that route is going to be thinking about this route, who you could have been with the stuff you could have tried. Even if you failed at it, you'd be like, yeah, that shit ain't for me. But what you become in the process is who you should be. And that's the thing that you're always going to regret and yearn for. Like you're going to want that thing. At some point you can have everything in the world, but that's that one thing I always eat at you a little bit. It's the way the world is. So if there's anything that's kind of scary or like you're not sure about, like be sure about it. Like train yourself to be sure about those things, and like you can do that shit. But I don't know. That's the kind of stuff I believe in, and I like a lot of the most successful people that I've ever seen them. And there's a couple things that they have a pattern of, having faith and believing in, whether it's God, universe, whatever you want to call it, like whatever you call it yourself. Most people call it God, but like the belief in that, belief in manifesting that, like what isn't here, you can just believe it's there. But you got to put the work in too, and that all goes hand in hand. Like if you're one of those people that are praying, like the thing is, they say, you can ask for $1 million, but you're not going to get $1 million. You're going to get an opportunity to make $1 million, right? Like that's the thing. It's like you don't get what you ask for. You get the opportunity to do the things to get you there. If you want to be stronger, you're going to get challenges. If you want to be more focused, you probably will lose some things. Like that's just the way it is. Like I was kind of pissed when I was like, man, I need some clarity. I need direction and focus. And like all of the things that I was comfortable with kind of disappeared. I was like, what the fuck is that? Like, well, what did I just ask for? It's like, okay, well, maybe there's something to that. But yeah, again, quote of the day, just think about this, write it down, jot it down. I tell you guys to bring a piece of paper, like an index card and a pen, just to jot down quick notes. I stack these notes up throughout the weeks, and then I go back through them, see if there's anything I missed, anything I want to touch on, anything I want to write an article on, anything that just matters or I forgot about. I got notes all the way back from the first time I heard about the Yap Key utilities, and they're about to mint on the 19th, I think, about 2 days. Sorry about that. I know that's probably annoying to hear me sniffing like that on the fucking mic, but either way, moving on, guys. I'm a master chef at the Marinade Finance group over there. It's a program they got with people who are basically your ambassadors of the community. You help cultivate, going forward, kind of what we are, what we represent, talking about the products, what's going on. We just helped launch BTC Soul. That came through Marinade Finance with the staking. So very excited to be working with both of them, because I am with the Zeus working group as well. And that's with the Zeus Network. And I'm stoked to be part of that and help, the same thing is kind of spreading the awareness of what they got going on, the different products that they got, what I use, how I like them, telling you guys that they're going live. And also DD Gaming Labs, market and content lead over there. We're always looking for new people that are looking to help make some content and or develop over there. There's ongoing classes and stuff like that that Dean is kind of hosting throughout the Discord, because we just opened that up. But since I am speaking about these things, I told you there was something new for us today. And a good time to take a little bit of a quick look at this. Let's take a look at this new clip.
Down quickly with the lob. Zion's there. Plays it ahead of Down quickly with the lob.
Yeah, that one's dope, bro. You got Zeus Network, you got Marinade Finance, you got BTC Soul. So you guys get it, right? The dual asset accumulation strategy, the DAAS that you're going to see a little bit on the timeline. You're going to see people making these fucking threads about it. What that basically means is you don't lose your sole position because you're doing the liquid staking, but you're getting exposure to Bitcoin through the rewards. Right now, this is 200%. If you got into the early wait list, you're able to get 200% bonus on top of that. So take advantage of that while it lasts. But yeah, dude, I think that's going to be, one of the more popular coins that people put their, their holdings in long term, because like you're not losing. It's just a win-win. Like you don't have to have two separate holdings. I mean, yeah, you still probably want to hold on to your Bitcoin, but this is going to be, or you're going to get your rewards, the ZBTC, which is Bitcoin on Solana. Let's take a quick look at Marinade, since that was tied to it as well.
Marinade started in 2021 at a Solana hackathon. A small, bootstrapped team, pure conviction, and community. We introduced MSOL, the first liquid staking token on Solana, opening the door to Solana DeFi. When the market crashed, we stayed. When others pivoted, we doubled down. We grew with the Solana community, the ones who showed up, staked in, and believed. We didn't just build early, we built for the long haul. And we've evolved. From MSOL to native staking, from wait times to instant unstake, from open access to high-quality KYC verified validators. No smart contract risk, no shortcuts. Just secure, audited, non-custodial staking. Institutional-grade experience with retail accessibility. Because we believe fine infrastructure should feel like fine dining. And Solana just tastes better with Marinade, the best staking rewards, slow cooked since 2021. The chef's hat stays on.
All right, guys, super fucking bullish on Marinade Finance, super bullish on Zeus Network, being able to stake your Solana and getting Bitcoin. Like, I mean, that's the fast track to the end game at this point, right? So yeah, that's dope. A couple other announcements as we go on, and then we'll get into the other stuff. Let's see what else we got here. Got some announcements. The Solana Chillin'. All right, so we got spaces tonight at 5 o'clock p.m. 5 o'clock p.m. That doesn't sound right at all. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. We're gonna be, me and Tack. We're gonna be hosting Solana Chillin'. I wasn't able to, lock in a guest. Things got busy. I wasn't able to get back in touch with anybody. But we'll work on somebody for the next one. But we will have guests on the next couple shows coming up here. Going to be talking with Wombat. He's with Marinade Finance. I think we're going to be speaking with him on Tuesday. So that might be with Marky at a special time. I think at 3 o'clock, 3 to 4. That might be that one. But stay tuned for that. We also have Sunday coming up. That's at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's another space that I host for Solana Chillin'. More of a community vibe, but I always bring a topic of discussion to bring people together. And want to give a shout out to KC. He is the newest master chef over there at Marinade Finance. Very stoked to have him on board. He was somebody I've been watching, putting in work. So when I see people like that, and then they make it to that next level, it's like I'm focusing on the right things, I'm seeing the right things, and it's awesome to see the homies progress and step up. So very, very cool to see that. Shout out to you, Casey. I don't know if you're in the audience or not, but he always shows up, shows support too. So it's cool to see that on both sides. What else do we got? Tomorrow. Today is Thursday, right? I think, right? Yeah, today's Thursday. Still. But tomorrow, Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, we're going to be having a one-on-one with the one and only Degen Donnie, the TFF homie. He's got there's like the tiers or levels. I don't fucking know either, dude. I get yelled at by all the Federation about the Foxes and stuff like that. But there's some like tiers and stuff and missions and yada yada yada. I just like the art. I'm here for the art, guys. That's it. But yeah, he did something cool. He was like the first TFF to do something. So I don't know. He supports them. We're going to talk about that tomorrow during the one-on-one because I guess he has a lot of them or something. I don't know. Either way, if you got a TFF, throw it on the timeline. Let's see it. But anyway, we're going to be doing the one-on-one tomorrow at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then as you guys know, BTC Soul from Zeus is live, launched by Marinade Finance. Permissionless Solana native Bitcoin utility is here, pimping. We got the speed of Solana. We got the liquidity of Bitcoin. Like, we have bridged that gap. We have made this happen. We have, like, you got to think of the implications of this. Like, imagine an entire decentralized exchange with Bitcoin being built. That's something that's, I'm guessing it's being built because it's been teased from Justin, founder of Zeus Network. He was kind of mentioning, the DEX AMM, something that would be cool to see. I agree with that wholeheartedly because, like, just there's so many implications. I'm not even going to discuss it because I want to wait to have some other people to kind of bounce that idea off of. And you might be seeing another guest on the daily stream later on this afternoon if things work out. Let me just take a little peek ski at the shout out to KC, homie. We got Cantado, he's the homie out here. I think he was talking on the stream yesterday. I'm just taking a look. I'm just reading something right now. About to have a call with DD Gaming in a little while. Okay. No, nothing there. Okay, just wanted to take a look at something. My bad. Anyway, but no, we might have another guest on later on this afternoon to talk a little bit more about Bitcoin and stuff like that. We're still working on the show. About 2 weeks, I think we should be going live with that. So you guys stay tuned for an announcement regarding all of that fun stuff. But let's see what we got here. We got some market news and highlights. Wanted to kind of just touch on. We're going to take a look at prices, take a look at the website for BTC Soul, and see where we are at with time and everything from there. Let's see. Bitcoin has seen a recent uptick, regaining momentum amid growing institutional interest and macroeconomic shifts. Basically, Bitcoin's still bullish despite all of the craziness going on in the world, which is good news. You'd love to see that. Yo, Bonk was running like crazy yesterday. So shout out to Bonk if you guys are holding Bonk. All of mine is like locked up, so I wasn't able to sell anything or do anything like that. But it's cool. I got my rewards coming in, I think. I don't know. I didn't do anything with it either. I just let it run up. Either way. Let's see what else we got here. Solana Network continues to grow with increased DeFi activity and NFT project launches driving ecosystem expansion. I don't know what the fuck they're talking about. NFT project launches. Really no launches I've seen lately or anything worth really talking about, in my opinion. I just think I'm not trying to be like too OG or like old school with it, but it's like I just feel like there's so much quality and value in the NFTs that are here. You don't really need a lot of new launches, unfortunately, despite like cool artwork and upgrades and new ideas and shit like that. Like until Famous Foxes are back up to like 30 soul, like I don't want to talk to anybody about any new projects. I don't want to see your stupid shit come up in Thailand either. We got Retardio Cousins down to 3 soul, 3.7. All right, so maybe we'll just run into this real quick and then we'll go into the other things because I guess that's what we're doing. Share screen. We'll take a look at NFT prices and then we'll jump into the crypto and take a look at the charts and go from there. And the staking site, BTC Soul. Okay, sounds good. All right, awesome, cool. Thanks for doing business. Frogana wash traded up 1,500 sales. SMB Gen 2's 19.3 sold. Mad Lads at 34.17 sold. We've got the D Gods at 5.49 sold. Famous Fox down to 2.56 sold. Tayo Robotics at 41.72 sold. And Tomorrowland down 25% to 12.24. So I don't even know what the fuck those are. Gorbaggio 0.8 Sol, they're down 4%. We got the Klanos under 10 Sol, they're at 9.28. Retardio down to 3.7. Let's just take a look at the next ones. I'm curious to see, what's in the next like 5. Okay, yeah. So we got Sharks. I was considering buying a Shark. They're in 11th position at 0.34. Portals at 1 Sol. Feel like that's a deal. The Utes are at 1.19. Player 2, yeah. Transdimensional Fox, they're up 2.8%. Let's fucking go. Best collection on Solana. And don't listen to that dirty ass Fox Quicks tell you anything different, because he's wrong. Maybe Degen Apes are another good one. I'm just kidding. Maybe they're not the best one, but they're one of my favorites. Anyway, that's Solana NFTs. Looks like we got a little bit of uptick in the last 24 hours. 750. What is this? Solana? Is that what that means? I don't know either. All right, so it says total sales. We're up 54%. We have, less than 1% up in volume. Very cool. This chart sucks. Okay, the last 30 days we're up 100% total sales. So that's a good trend. I like seeing that. I was kind of looking at this yesterday, kind of suggesting that, the price of NFTs going up, the interest in Solana's getting there, and maybe all of this is kind of working out in our favor. If it does, great. If it doesn't, oh well, that's life. Let's take a look at a coin market crap real quick, just because I got all the the prices on one chart there. So let's take a look. Does it really look like that there? I don't like that. Why did I not notice that I have this one up? Boom, boom, boom. Quicks he commented on or liked the image. He might be paying attention. Force is strong with this Fox. Yeah, he's paying attention. He heard me fucking talking about him. Now he's up there in the comments. Making sure he doesn't jump in this chat and start chopping it up. So Bitcoin, $118,258. Looks like it's about to go up a little bit higher. Probably get back up that 120 something. My ear itches, so sorry about that. Damn, XRP, I kind of mentioned this yesterday or the day before, up 34% on 7 days, up 11% in the last day. I mentioned this. I said, yo, somebody was talking about XRP. You guys are tripping if you don't got a bag of this. BNB up $719, up 7.24% in the last 7 days. Salami up 11% in the last 7 days, but they're chilling at 176. Not bad. Not fucking bad at all. Let's see what else we got. Dogecoin up to 21 cents, up 18% in the last 7 days. Last week. I'll just say the last week, so I don't have to say fucking days. Tron up 7.5% in the last week. Cardano up 29% in the last week. Shout out to the Cardano weirdos. You guys are killing it. 13% jump in the last week for Hyperliquid. Sweet. Up 24.9. I'll just say 25% for Sweet for the last week. We got Chainlink doing their cross-chain interoperability protocol across the fucking blockchain. They're up 18.9. That was solid 19% on that one. I'm rounding up, guys. HBAR, Hedera. They're up 39.9% on the last week. Very cool to see that. I like HBAR. Not really sure why, but I do like it. AVAX. These guys are weird. They're 17.27%. Man, I feel like they come in waves. Like something cool with the arena comes out and you see all these people talking about them. Like all of their influencers get paid and then they're like making some content and then it falls off. Like it clearly shows you that like they don't have the culture built. Like they have paid culture. Like that's what a lot of these things kind of try to mimic. I'm not trying to knock too hard. I also don't care if it offends you because like it just seems like you're trying to do what's already been done in other places. Trust me, like I've been there with Jason. I've been a supporter of the arena. I've tried to go over there and it just doesn't make sense to do both. You're spreading yourself thin. Unless you're spending money over there, like there's real, like you can spend a lot of time over there and it's I don't know. It's just like X, but like less impactful, I guess. The people that tell you that it's amazing are, I don't know, it seems like they have an amazing time over there, but overall, like, it's not all that. It's not the worst thing. It's cool. I launched like a coin through their wallet or something over there, and it was, I mean, it's whatever. I don't think it's the answer for like what people care about. So whatever. Shiba up 15% in the last week. And that's it. You guys can do your own fucking research for the rest of these. Shout out to the coins though. It's cool to see coins doing coiny things. Let's take a look at some meme coins over here. I am curious to see if there's been some movements on the Solana side of things. Looks like everything's green. And Bonk is still up 10% in the last 24 hours. Good to see. Good to see that. All right, let's see what we got. Damn, look at that. Come on, dog. You gonna air me out like this again? Why's it gotta do that? Like right off the jump. There we go. Ah. Always forget to remove that, but hey, I got it off this time. Yeah. All right. Let's see what we got over here. All right, Jupe. First one, we'll take a look at this. It's making some moves. I think this was down at like 40 cents before. Yeah, dude, look how far this thing came down. I was saying when we saw this come all the way down to here, I was just kind of calling this out. I was like, look at like the low previously. We're much lower, and we got two offerings of that to, you know, make that fucking those buys. But I definitely made some nice buys there, and I'm thinking that you come back up to this range at the very least, which is 69 cents or so, and then, you know, you break through to $1, yada yada yada. You see the big picture. But Jupe, I think that one's gonna cook. Fwog is my dog. I like Fwog. Big fan of Fwog. Yeah, this is showing me exactly what we wanted to see. I think all of Solana coins are going to be trending up. So, in the meantime, while you guys are going to watch this little clip, I'm going to go ahead and take care of something. Shout out to the Seeker phone. All right, well that's weird. I can't hear anything again, and it says, "Is my mic still muted?" No, that's just this here. Well, I can't hear any of the music or feedback, which I hate when that happens, and I don't know why that happens. But now I'm curious if you can even hear me. All right, yeah, we're good. See, this is why I keep this little guy on deck, just so I can make sure we're good to go. All right, let me go ahead and borrow somebody else. So when I see things like this and I see opportunity, I like to use assets and the lending and borrowing protocols and do my thing. And well, if you buy yourself a few transdimensional foxes, you can get a LTV that's like, I don't know, pretty damn, like, I don't know, 85% or something like that. I forget exactly what it is. I'd have to do the math, but it's only 3.1% interest that you have to pay. got 14 days to do so. So you have a lot of opportunity for the market to make you some money, and very, very low risk as far as the interest. I mean, the other risk is that you lose your money and you got to, like, you know, pay for your asset, or you lose it, but that's a risk that you're taking on to begin with. Other than that, I mean, not a bad idea, in my opinion. Very strong opinion on that one too. So let's see. Well, I guess all the music ain't popping. Okay. No, I guess I'll wait a second for that. So, all right, we got Fog at 50 million market cap, and you've got 81.2 thousand wallets that are holding some of this. I like this. I think that this has a lot of room to recover, and well, not recover, but just, you know, run. I mean, I think that that's an easy double up from there. I think that there's a lot of interest on this one. I think you're at a good entry point on here. You know, this is one of those things, like, you almost talk yourself out of this. How, like, just be patient with it. I think this one pays out. So do what you gotta do with it, but I don't think you go down much from here unless the entire market takes a shit. But I think with, like I said, Solana running up, I think all of these are going to do pretty damn good. You just got to pick whichever you feel most comfortable with and go with that. For me, I'm not going to go into a bunch of different coins. I'm picking one coin and I'm sticking to it. That was my rule that I kind of set for myself. Let's see, what's that put us at? That's not bad. Let's go to this. Why did I do that? Okay, so this, swap that. That's stupid. You're dumb. You're dumb. All right, that's good. So I think that's a good spot. I think it's a good entry. But all of these coins are going to essentially be like that. I think Troll is another good one. Yeah, I'm kind of split between this one or Fog. And to be honest with you, if I was to like go like full port in one or the other, like if you had to, gun to the head kind of thing, I don't know. I really do think that this is bound to, you know, bounce up here. Sheesh, what does that take you to? I mean, that's only like a 2x right there, but I think that this has potential to do extremely well. I like it. I like it. Looks damn good. I'll have to make a decision on that. Maybe split that and the Fog bag, just if anything. I just like those two. And then I'll probably be happy with that as far as like just a meme coin bag. I'm not going past that. But all of these, not all of these, Troll, I don't think you can. But Fog, I know with recipes on Marinade, if you stake your Solana there, you'd be able to accumulate Fog as one of the meme coins with the recipe option that they have coming up. So there's a lot of cool stuff like shipping from Marinade. So keep your eye on that. Now we got Beer Coin up here. This is like a smaller cap coin. extremely smaller cap. This one's like 36K. You know, it's seen some pretty high numbers. It's seen some low numbers. It's definitely a risky option to get into. I think I got into here luckily, and it ran all the way up here, and I wasn't able to sell at the top, and then it cut all the way down. So I did sell most of my position, and then it sold off all the way down to this, and I was already out by that point. I was like, yeah, well, whatever. We got Nub. That one kind of made a move. Pengu. Let's take a look at Pengu. I think that there's going to be something set up with Marinade with them as well. Obviously, you see the badge that I got up here with the penguin on there, which I'm pretty stoked about. I'm not going to lie. I thought that was pretty sick. Beautiful chart. Beautiful recovery. Beautiful little penguins doing penguin things in their little huddles. So shout out to them. They are up to 3 cents. Very cool. They were down at like less than a penny. Yep. They're at 2.4 billion on the market cap, and yeah, it looks good, man. 56,000 wallets, not too shabby. All right, what else we got? Ponky, UFD, Bonk. I don't want to look at them. Let's take a look at SPX. I think Tickcoin. Yeah, Tickcoin did make a move. I kind of called that out. Rizzo, we called that out yesterday as well. So again, all of these coins are essentially going to make this move. SPX recovering from a little bit of a sell-off. They were up, pretty nice this morning. Small sell-off, recovered right where it needed to. Not a shock there, but everything. Not really surprised by it. I just kind of felt like that's where we were with most of these positions. Most of these coins, like we're just ready for that jump, ready for a little bit of excitement, but I think they got it. So shout out to them. But yeah, that's all we're going to take a look at as far as that goes. Let's see if we can take a look at Bitcoin real quick. And we are back. All right, so let's take a look at the chart right here, guys. This is a lot of craziness going on. Probably hard to see a lot of what I got, all over here. But basically, these are just lines of support and resistance as we've been charting these out. And since it reversed up here, made that uptrend, and we've been trending. Whoa, take it easy there, guy. Yeah, let's swing this over here to like at least. Can we take it to 4 hours for the people? All right, yeah. So you see what I mean? Support, resistance, just the trend moving up pretty nicely here, up at 23,000. Insane. But it looks like this is going to continue to run up here. Everything looks pretty good. Right here is where I was looking at this signal. If this crosses over and this turns green, you're going to see this continue to run up. You're going to be up to 140,000 in no time. Things look good on this front. Really not much else to see here. Just wanted to kind of just double check that. We're going to take a look at Solana real quick. overall. Just want to see the chart so you guys can see what I see, and then we'll move over to see another crazy story. I'm probably like, how the fuck's he look at this? Well, this is what I do. This is what I do. All right. Yeah, this looks pretty textbook. If you ask me, I mean, you can see what I've been looking at. Like this depth takes you up here to this right here. You see with this cup handle, right? From there to there. That's this right here. So that this is your handle. This shot up there. This is where you're going to be headed to the 200 range, 190 to 200. And then after that, that comes up to this range right here. That's basically your W formed, where this depth is right here. So this was like your handle. This is still in progression to come up here to the 220. And then after that, it's close to all-time high. After that, not much stopping it from there. It probably happened quicker than you think, but that's just kind of what we're seeing. Just going to stairway itself up. Looks pretty good. Nice gradual growth. Nothing like crazy up, straight up lines like that. So we'll see how this continues to play out, but it looks good. It looks like we wanted to. Long in positions right here with low X leverage. Probably be good positions for trading, but do your own research. Get a financial advisor or pay me to do it for you. And, we'll work out some deals. But in all seriousness, chart looks good. And what else do we have to take a look at? Oh, BTC Sol. That's right. Let's take a look at this. All right, looks. I don't know why it's all right. Anyway, just running slow. So here's the site, just breaks down how this works, and it runs the play. You stake Sol, you mint BTC Sol right here. You use your liquid staking token or regular Solana. You get your BTC Sol, and then it takes 24 hours cooldown to unstake to get that back. So you do have a day that after you hit that button to get it back. But as this is staking, you see that it can give you your BTC by ZBTC, which is 1-to-1. It's the exact same thing. And if you wanted to get it, your rewards back in BTC, you'd have to take it over to Apollo and get it done that way. But that's as simple as that, man. Like it's the same staking as anything else, but this you get rewards in Bitcoin, which is fucking amazing. Let's go ahead and take a look at this. I don't know how much you'll be able to see. Let's see what this loads up. Okay, let's connect that. Damn. 7,161 salamis. Get 10 exit from there. Index price is 1.3. Yeah, that's pretty dope. All right. I gotta get some Sol over here ASAP. But so this is, again, it shows you like how it works. You can get your liquid staking token, and then you swap it over, or you stake it, and then you get your BTC Sol, and that's going to accumulate your rewards in ZBTC, which is the exact same as BTC. Super simple, nothing extra to this. It shows you over here the overview, past 7 days, all time amount of Bitcoin basically that's run through here. So the average price, this is sick, dude. I love seeing it. All right, So that's all the information you need to find is through here. The documents are there, your position, your wallet, all of that. Very simple site, very nice and like easy to read, easy to navigate. This is basically where you would this is where I would take somebody and say like, hey, this is your long-term savings. This is like your retirement. You know what I mean? Like kind of explain it to them like that. But looks good. I like it. I'm a big fan. All right. What else we got? I think that's all I want to show you guys for right now. I think that's going to be an early one. We took a look at a couple prices, saw the charts. Things look good there. Don't really need to get into too much anything else, really. I think we're kind of good on that end. Saw the new commercial. Saw the other ones. We got the marinade. I think we're good to go. I think we're going to wrap it up. It's about an hour, 10 minutes early. A couple of reminders for today. We have the space at 5 p.m. with TAC. Solana chilling. We've got the daily stream sometime after 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Probably going to do that midday, to be honest with you, and see if we get some guests on for that. Then we've got one-on-one with DGen Donnie tomorrow. That's going to be at 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And, regular space or regular streams for that as well. Past that, Sunday, Solana chilling. Gonna have some good topics of discussion, get some speakers out there. I think that I want to try to focus more on that one, like bringing more people involved and getting them engaged to have just perspective bouncing around. So we'll see, but I appreciate you guys. You have a good rest of your day.